there were no punishment for breaking the law, could we use data to predict who would still follow it? Are there specific groups that would still follow rules and regulations out of pure obligation? Prior to 2002 in New York, United Nations diplomats were immune from having to pay any parking ticket. Out of pure convenience, you might think nobody is going to follow those laws anymore, right? Like imagine just being able to park wherever you want and go do what you have to. And you would be partially correct. Between 1997 and 2002, there were a total of 150,000 unpaid parking tickets that totaled $18 million from diplomats. Yet in the 5 years leading up to the revocation of that law, countries like the UK, Sweden, Australia, Canada got a total of 0 tickets. Countries like Egypt, Chad, and Bulgaria, however, were sometimes accruing as many as hundreds of parking tickets per diplomat. Maybe you're thinking, well, maybe those diplomats hated America and this was their form of rebellion. That's actually a valid critique of this. However, here's where it gets even crazier. This is before the revocation of those laws. Watch what happens when they start instituting harsher punishments, including removal of your diplomatic license plates. Oh fuck, the answer is pretty much nothing changed. Like the number went down a little bit because now there's a punishment for it, but it gets even weirder because they could predict who the biggest offenders were going to be almost 1-to-1 based on one metric: where a country ranked on the International Corruption Index. So here are the 3 questions that I have. Is there something that the non-ruling class shows culturally is acceptable that the government then takes advantage of? Or is the non-ruling class instituting laws and practices and cultural ideals that the non-ruling class then abides by? And then on a more human scale, is fear of punishment the only thing that dissuades bad behavior?